How's it going, everyone? It's your boy Rainbow Star coming at you in another Dokkan battle video. And today we have Global is finally getting STR Final Form Cooler, the best TUR in the game. I feel like that's probably the one card that you can't really debate at all. Like, he is the best TUR in the game, period, I think. So his banner consists of him, the new Thouser that comes along with him, Super Saiyan Goku, Dokkan Kid Goku, AGL, Metal Cooler, Golden Frieza, and Final Form Cooler. So, seen a lot of people talking about Goku being replaced on this banner because he was just on Piccolo's banner, and that was 2 Dokkan Fests ago from when this guy's about to come out. So, I really don't, I could see it happening, but I don't know who they would replace for him. Like, they could do the Kaioken Blue Goku, but it doesn't really fit the theme of anything. This guy was the most recent Dokkan Fest that we haven't had come back a lot, so it's good that he's on the banner. But I don't know who they would replace him with. I don't think they would do Trunks or Zamasu. They're probably not going to do Gogeta or Broly. I really don't know who they would replace him with besides the Kaioken Goku. So we'll see what they decide to do with that. But, yeah, I still think this is a solid banner. Cooler himself is amazing. Thouser's alright. This Goku, if he's on there, is incredible. This guy is very good as well. This Cooler is probably either the best aging or the second best aging of the 100%, the 120% leaders. This guy's still very solid, and obviously, Metal Cooler, you can run on both his team, and you can run the new Cooler on his team because it's the excuse me, the most malevolent clan team. So I do think this is definitely a solid banner. I wouldn't recommend going super deep into it, but if you want to throw a few multis at it, because obviously you want to be saving for everything that's going to be coming up, which we're going to be talking about later on in the video. Cooler is you're going to want him because his team's incredible, and he's incredible to run on basically every team that he's on. You want to throw him on there. So let's talk about Cooler himself. He's the Conquest of Terror, which is his new category, and Transformation Boost category key 3 and HP of 130 and attack and defense of 170, which is a very strong leader skill. It's one of the best teams in the game, I would say. He lowers attack and defense on his super attack. He gets 100% attack and defense at the start of turn, and then gives a category support type passive to Transformation Boost when you're facing one enemy of 2 key and 30% attack and defense. But if you're facing 2 or more enemies, like on Super Battle Road, he gives Conquest of Terror 2 key and 50% attack and defense. So this guy is obviously incredible. Think of Turles when he first came out, how you can run super powerful units on his team, and then he gives them 40% attack. Imagine that on a unit that already has 100% attack and defense, so is strong enough by himself, and then gives it to arguably better units nowadays. So he has his own active skill as well, which is probably, I would say, the easiest to get in the entire game, where he transforms when facing Pure Saiyans or Hybrid Saiyans category enemies from the 3rd turn of battle. So the second or possibly first time you see this guy, you can transform with him if you're fighting Pure Saiyan or Hybrid Saiyan, which is 75% of the game. Or when you're facing only one enemy that's not on either part of that, it's from the 6th turn of battle, which isn't bad, so you still have the chance of being able to see his active skill. And he has a very good link set for the teams that he's on: Strongest Clan Space, Thirst for Conquest, Big Bad Bosses, Brutal Beatdown, Fierce Battle, Universe Most Malevolent, and Metamorphosis. It does kind of suck that he doesn't have Shocking Speed, but his category support type passive is what makes up for that. He instantly is able to give 2 key to the entire rotation. But when this guy transforms, man, is he just an absolute powerhouse. So he stacks his attack infinitely, and greatly lowers enemies' defense. He gives himself 3 key and 100% and 80% attack and defense, which is insane. Then he has a guaranteed additional attack with a medium chance of becoming a super attack, which is 25%, and then performs a guaranteed crit against Pure Saiyan or Hybrid Saiyan category enemies, which again, 70% of the game he's insta-critting against. And a big thing about this guy is that if you want to, you can run a rotation of him and the untransformed version of himself, where they have the entire same link set, and then this cooler is like your powerhouse of the rotation, and the other cooler is giving him a support type passive. He's going to be insta-supering with all of his links active, and he has a lot of attack links. He has 15% on Thirst for Conquest, 25% here, 10%, 15%, 15%, and healing as well. Like, this guy is absolutely crazy. I don't know what they were thinking making him. Yeah, 30% stack, lowers enemy's defense by 50%, and a 25% chance to become a super attack on his additional. This guy's just built different. Like, people say that a lot, but he is actually built different, you guys. So the other card that's coming with him is the new Thouser. So he's a Conquest of Category sub leader. So if you don't pull the new cooler, you can still run the category for 120% in 3 key. He lowers attack and defense on his super attack, which is solid. Then he gets 30% attack and defense per Conquest of Terra category ally on the team, which is up to 7. So you can get up to 210% attack on this guy, which is really, really good, obviously. Then he launches 2 additional attacks with a low chance of becoming a super, which is 15%, when there's a cooler basically on the team, whether it's a normal cooler, a final form cooler, metal cooler core, anything like that. Any cooler card that's not this card itself, you can you get that part of, which obviously you're going to be running him on a team that consists of all of these guys and probably a friend cooler or your own cooler. So he's going to be getting that part of his passive if you decide to run this guy on that team, which is obviously his best team. You can't really run them on Join Forces because I don't think they would really get anything here, and they definitely wouldn't get the second part of their passive. Target Goku maybe, but that's really it. And plus you're not going to get the guaranteed additional attacks. And something that I don't see people talking about is this guy. So this guy is a new free-to-play unit from the new event that's coming with this guy. You can use him to grind Cooler's SA, which is obviously very good, but by himself, if you don't pull the new Cooler, is very good. He has a very small leader skill for 2 key and 30% to stats for Conquest of Terror. He stacks his defense on super attack, which is very good, which is a 30% stack. Then he gets 40% attack and defense, and then he's a 2 key and 30% category support unit for Conquest of Terror. So if you don't pull the new cooler and you still want to run that team, this guy is very good for that. And he also raises his attack on like super attack, which makes him good for even for the Legendary Goku event, even with him being tech. So this guy's definitely very, very strong if you don't pull the new cooler. But another thing that I wanted to talk about besides the new cooler is what's coming for Global until the 5-year anniversary. So, and I'm kind of using last year as a mark for it because Dokkan kind of changed things around last year of how they wanted to do stuff. So this is the Christmas celebration last year. We had the Step Up banner and new hit. That's kind of like the Kaioken Blue Goku that we just got this year. Then we got a couple Easy A's, category banners, and then we got Gogeta and Broly. So obviously this was different than what they already done because obviously the new movie came out. We got these guys earlier than we normally would. These guys are basically coming around the exact same time as what's his name? Future Gohan, basically. That's basically about the time slot for them. Then we got this Easy A, this legendary Goku thing. These were up for so long that we actually had a very dead spot for a little bit, but which is basically what Cooler is filling in now, which was basically this. But then we got the what is it called? The Saiyan Day banner. where on Saiyan Day, which is March 18th, I believe, we got transforming Vegeta on both JP and Global. So I could definitely see this happening again, where it's a dual celebration. And again, like, this is something that we don't know about as of now. We can't see this coming or not. And there's going to be, like, people are going to summon on this. So, and it's going to be a dual, like, if it does happen, it's going to be a dual celebration. So it's going to be extremely hype, and people aren't going to be saving their stones. The reason I wanted to do this because everybody's saying, oh, save for the 5-year anniversary, save for the 5-year anniversary. But, like, okay, we save for the 5-year anniversary, but we have that. Okay, we have a little bit of a drive period to save on Goku Black last year. But then we get hit with a global first Dokkan Fest exclusive LR Gohan and Goten, and a global first LR Tech Broly. Like, this is what they do to drain your stones right before the 5-year anniversary. But the big thing is, this banner didn't have as much value as the Super Saiyan 4s, but this unit itself was better than the Super Saiyan 4s. I don't really see them releasing an LR that's going to be better than the fusions on Global first. I don't expect to see that. I could see definitely a legendary summon coming. I'm not sure about this though, but that is definitely something that, like, is possible. So that's 2 to possibly 3 banners that Global doesn't know about that could be coming to Global either at the same time as JP or before JP. And then the thing is, right after this, we got Kid Goku as a little bit of downtime with the Beerus banner, and then we got right into the 4-year anniversary. So there's 3 banners there's 3 possible banners that we don't know about yet. Like, this is just, and like, it's just hard to, like obviously, yes, you should be saving your stones. But again, Cooler is so good with the new LRs, with both the new Gogeta and the new Vegito. He's absolutely incredible on both of on that team, and he works very, very well with them as well. Giving them 2 key and 30% support, it's very, very powerful. And then you can run them on his team, which is probably their best spot because he has 170% to attack, where the new fusions only give 150 on their leader skill. And then we could possibly have a new probably 2 new Dokkan Fests, 1 shared celebration, and then 1 global first before the 4-year anniversary, before the 5-year anniversary. If you're a free-to-play player, I would say maybe summon on one of them, but I wouldn't say both. You definitely want to save as many stones as you possibly can. There are going to be a lot of stones that come out with the 5-year anniversary, so even if you don't have any stones, you will be able to summon on the Gogeta and Vegito banners, but obviously you want to have as much stones as possible to have the highest chance of pulling them. And obviously after that you also have Rose and Broly, Rose being arguably the best unit in the game. Yeah, like basically the top 3 units in the game come out on the 5-year anniversary, which, let me let you guys know, because I see this question every year. It starts in July. Like, the beginning of July is the 5-year anniversary on Global. Sometimes it'll come out like the 7th, sometimes it'll come out like the 2nd or something like that. But yes, they do come out then. So I do recommend saving stones. If you guys want to throw a couple multis, if you guys have the stones to do so, I would recommend that because Cooler is so absolutely devastating. But again, his Cooler, like his banner, it just isn't as good as the Vegito and Gogeta cards. Like the Vegito and Gogeta have 3 LRs each on their banners, all Dokkan Fest exclusives. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys are going to be doing with your stones for the 5-year, going into the 5-year anniversary. If you guys are going to be summoning on this, if you guys are hyped for anything that's could possibly come on both versions for Saiyan Day, maybe give me some predictions on a global first Dokkan Fest or Dokkan Fest LR that could be coming before the 5-year anniversary. Let me know. But there it is, you guys. That's the video. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and till next time, deuces.